start this thing? Is it started? Hello? Okay, I think that means we're started. Hey, my name is Timmy Gusto, and this is the Timmy Gusto Show. It's been a while since I last spoke to you, because I have not been doing this podcast. People have asked me, hey, Timmy Gusto, where the fuck are you been this whole time? I haven't seen your fucking face for about 5 months or something like that. I don't fucking know. I don't keep track of this schedule. Anyway, we got a couple of days to get off the fucking chest before we wrap this up. Anyway, so where have I been? Whoa, that's super interesting. Do I really have to go through that freaking boring topic before we get into the meat of the episode? Fucking go. Anyway, I've been living in the fucking recesses of a goddamn ugly, goddamn short, malicious, money-grubbing, I could go on, but the point is my manager, Tim Vuselbaum, has had me tucked away in the recesses of his poor psychological state of mind. I've been in the attic watching spiders crawl around and build webs while I haven't been allowed to express myself because that jerk of a person who celebrates Hanukkah has not allowed me to be myself in the real world. And this studio counts as the real world. I haven't even been in here, except for a lot of the time during the day when I record my freaking vocals on the tracks that this guy's producing. Did I mention that he's a jerk who celebrates Passover every Saturday? This jerk has been like, yeah, what? We gotta prioritize the music career that I'm putting all this money into. He's putting all this money into this stupid music career because he thinks that I'm gonna be a big shot musician, or however you say it, musician. I think that's how it's pronounced. He wanted me to be a musician because I'm a natural gifted born talent of a singer, and I could prove it to you right now, but that's a C major scale. Anyway, he's been practicing, he's been having me practice that shit all day, and then finally, by the time I'm ready to actually go out and do this show, I'm already all tuckered out from watching Tucker Carlson on Twitter, which I still call it that because I don't live in the real world and I haven't updated my phone since it changed its name, so I still have the blue little Twitter bug on my desktop. But that's beside the point. The point is I haven't done it, but I haven't been free. I haven't been in the world doing stand-up. Not that I consider myself a stand-up or a comedian. I'm a serious actor, singer. I think that's about it besides political commentator, which you're about to see later in the afternoon. We're going to be doing a little bit of political commentary on Twitter, which I still call it because that's what it still is on my phone. So I've been working on singing vocals for these stupid cover songs that my manager, Tim Vishelblom, has been producing. Ooh, fancy word. Mr. Pretentious Show Business jerk. He's a Jew, Kirk. Yep, that's how I meant to pronounce that word. Anyway, he's been working on these songs, these multi-track stupid. I don't do nothing with the music part. I just do the singing. That has nothing to do with the music. I just going to go bibbity bibbity bop, scoobity bobbity bibbity bop. And that's pretty much my whole vocal range right there, compressed down to those 4 notes. Or whatever, you know. So I get in the vocal booth, and he makes me do take after take, and I gotta do harmonies. And if I mess up or go out of pitch, makes me do it again. He's a jerk off. And he's like, yo, man, do a harmony. Do it in this note. It has to be this exact note, and you can't go different. You can't stray from that note. And then we're going to do it up in a little bit of an interval here. This guy's a douchebag. He's making me do all these stupid vocal harmonies to my own vocals, like a chick. Like a fucking chick. I'm singing my own harmony. Da, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Meanwhile, I'm doing that to the guy singing who's also me. I'm the guy in the middle of the song going like, won't you suck my balls, pretty lady, and do... I forgot how it goes, but the point is I'm singing that part, and I'm also singing the bee, la, 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 la. Like a freaking... like a popsicle. So, you know, he's like, I'm asking the guy, he's like, yo, do I have to be the singer and the background singer, dude? Do I have to be the back singer? Can't you get some chick off Craigslist to do that? And he's like, yeah, no, I tried. Turns out there's not a lot of women that go on Craigslist looking for singing gigs for creepy men in their house. They're not just going to show up to a background singer gig that pays like $20 to go la 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 la. Because they're afraid that they're going to get murdered, you idiot. That's what he said. I'm not the one saying that. I'm the one suggesting it. I'm like, okay, well, maybe try a different website then. Maybe go to Twitter. Go to Twitter. He's like, that's not what Twitter's for. Where'd my card go? Oh, fucking... it's on the floor, and I don't need it, because I can read. I remember it was on it. The producer said, you gotta get these check boxes. You gotta box the check. Can I get some tea? Oh, there's your tea right here. What am I talking about? Anyway. So what I'm trying to say here is that I'm doing all these singing gigs. By the time I push the button to do this freaking show, my voice sounds like a tater tot mixed with salad dressing that's been laying out all day in the freezer of Denny's. Which is a very specific way to describe why my voice sounds so weak. The Denny's on 45th Avenue, to be more specific as to why my voice sounds so weak right now. It's because I've been singing these stupid harmonies to my own stupid sexy voice, which I should have said was to my own sexy stupid. It's obnoxious. This guy's like, one more take. I'm like, who are you? Prince Rupert? Who are you? Marvin Gaye? Who are you? I can't think of an actual producer of an actual accomplished stature because I'm live, baby. And when I'm live, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I don't fucking care who I'm trying to think of. Some fucking guy. That's who it thinks he is. Who? He's like, do one more take. I'm like, who the fuck do you think you is? Phil Spector? And then I pause and wait for him to answer because I said it so great delivery-wise. He'd be like, who the fuck do you think you is? Phil Spector? One more take. I'll take one more of your fucking balls off my fucking face. Get off my back. Get your balls off my... That's what I say. Yeah, I'll give you one more take if you take your balls off my back. So anyway, I gave him one more take, and that's why I'm a horse. So anyway, I got music coming out in about a month or two, because another thing about this jerk He said he likes to spend his sweet time going over these songs track by track like a perfectionist. I'll perfect him up the ass. How about that? He's a perfectionist, which means every time he wants to do a song, he has to listen to the original. Because he's not original. He can't write his own music. He's a fucking hack. So he had me cover these songs, and he's like, okay, guys, this should do the original. And he starts with the drums, and he has a bunch of other instruments, track by track. And I got to sit there like an asshole, just wait for him to finally get to the vocal part, because that's the only thing I know how to play. I don't know how to play a fucking bassoon, or a cockatoo, or a triangle, or a fucking steel upright bassoon, or a clarinet. I know how to play 2 instruments. Baritone, vocalist, and the pussy. I know how to play a pussy. That sounded better in my head before I said it out loud. I was like, I'm going to build up to the fact that I play the pussy as if it's an instrument. Okay, moving on to the next subject. This is going great. Are we done yet? Well, obviously, we're not done because I haven't finished this stupid show. I haven't even started the main course, which is Twitter. See, I call it Twitter still because it's called that back in when I was alive. I'm an old school vintage act. Okay. On the other news, Matthew Perry died, and that is relevant to the show in 0 possible ways whatsoever. He is not an influence on my act. He's a genius in his own way, and he's an alcoholic, recovering alcoholic, and he died. And we miss him. We're gonna put his face up on the screen there so we can weep a little bit and cry about it. Okay, is that enough? All right, rest in peace, Matthew Perry. And hopefully one of the ones that actually deserve to die dies soon, like a celebrity. I mean, not one of the Friends cast members. They don't deserve to die. They gotta live a long time to enjoy their $20 million a year and splooge their twat or cum. Although, whatever you want to call it. They can splooge their twat if they want, but they gotta splooge their cum all over the place and slosh it around. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, I had time to think of what I was actually supposed to talk about, baby. In other news, we got to give a big tribute to SBF. Sam Bankman-Fried is not free anymore. Hey, how come nobody said that joke before? Hey, asshole, how come nobody said that joke before? Because that's not his name. Then what? Oh, it's Freed with a D at the same fucking thing. Who gives a fuck? Sam Bankman-Fried is not freed anymore. Okay, it wasn't that funny the second time. Sorry for forcing the laugh there. I'm not a good laugher unless something's actually fucking funny. But nothing funny happens in this dead house of a studio. I'm not here to laugh, and I'm a serious person, just like Matthew Perry was a serious actor. So the next person that we're going to talk about who has just died, who, more or less or more, SBF, has just become convicted of some, I don't fucking know, crimes. White-collar crimes, which are the cool kind. It involves guns and cocaine and whores and submarines and fighter pilots getting blown up and did I mention submarines? Anyway, it involves none of that because he's a loser. White-collar crime, that just means you press a mouse button the wrong way. He's going to jail for 110 years because he pressed his mouse button the wrong way. He found the third button on his mouse. He didn't right-click. Can we move on? I can't get out of this awkward joke that I tried to make that I can't think of a punchline. He pressed the middle mouse button when he was supposed to press the left mouse button. Isn't that fucking funny? What an asshole. He's going to jail because of a computer crime. What does that even mean? You could do anything on a computer. How could that be illegal? If it's to a computer, it's not you doing it. Oh, he set up a business? Wire fraud? That involves phones or some shit. That involves going to the bank. Wire fraud involves a wire. He didn't do nothing over the wire. He opened a website that scammed a few people out of their crypto money. Big whoop. He had a shitload of money to bounce around and do whatever he wanted with, and he thought that he could just be immune to the freaking consequences of running out of cash. But so what? It was fake money. It was computer money. And it was crypto. Crypto is not even real money. That's 2 layers of anonymity right there. How did this idiot even get caught? What a dumbass. Then he put his afro face all over his website. And he put his afro face in the public eye. He said, look at me, I'm on my computer. I'm clicking a bunch of mouse buttons, setting up a bunch of HTMLs. And all of a sudden, I'm in jail. What a freaking world this is coming to. This world is coming to a world of shit. If all you have to do is go on your computer the wrong way and you go to jail for 110 years. Who's this judge? Is he from the 1892s? Is he from the what's the lowest year that I could think of? Is he from the 200s? To think that the computer is connected to the real world somehow? What a douchebag this lawyer, this judge guy is. Didn't he understand that if you do something on a computer, that's like basically playing a computer game? That's like playing The Sims. If you set up a corrupt company on The Sims, there's no consequences. What's the difference? This is not real money. This is stupid. This lawyer, this garbage judge guy, he's just jealous that he doesn't have as much fake money as Sam Bankman-Fried. Anyway, Sam Bankman-Fried, I support the guy. He seems very charismatic and upstanding and smart. And he just clicked the button the wrong way. He just put the wrong bracket in the wrong place in his HTML file on the FTP server. And all of a sudden, the private keys are no longer private. Anyway, I feel bad for him. He had a hot girlfriend. He had knockers on her that were the side of her school bus. She had knockers on her that make Angelina Jolie want to go back to the 1940s. She had knockers on her that make me want to go back to the 1940s and become gay so that I could grow up till I could get her in my friend group. And then I would trick her and be like, hey, girlfriend, I'm not actually gay. Give me some of those knockers. That's how you do it, kids. You pretend to be gay, and then that girl just let her fucking get naked in front of you. She'll be, oh, you're gay. You can take your dick out for me. Oh, you're gay. Can I practice sucking a cock? This is just a practice suck. Hey, you're gay. Wanna fuck so I can practice to fuck a straight guy for real? Hey, it's just for fun. It's just for practice. So no pressure if I don't do it good. And that's fine enough for me. And then I whip my cock out, my gay cock out. And it's got a rainbow flag on it. It's got a rainbow around the cock to show that it is indeed a gay cock. And then I'll get an erection instantly. She'll be like, whoa, I thought you were gay. I was like, yeah, I was thinking about something gay, sweetie. Don't worry. Relax those tits. Relax those tits. And don't mind that the cum is the same as any other straight guy's cum as it glistens down your drippy titty bodies. I'm not very good at expressing a great sexual experience, but you know what I mean. Hello? Can I get some SpaghettiOs? Sorry, okay, so that's the first topic that we got. Bam, bam, boom, bam. This SPF guy's going to jail for doing nothing wrong. I hope that he has at least enough money left over. See, there's the problem with this idiot. Not that he did anything wrong, because as far as I'm concerned, doing anything on a computer, how could that be illegal? You could freaking run a meth lab on your computer. It's on the cloud. How could something on the cloud be illegal? There's no laws up there. There's no laws in cyberspace because it's not illegal. It's not real space. That's why it's called cyberspace, because you can only have cyber sex. And no one's ever got arrested for cyber sex because it's cyber. It's not real. You can have sex with a 14-year-old as long as it's cyber. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a stupid judge like this idiot, like this jerk. I'm just saying, man. What's possibly harming by anybody by stealing a few fake monies using a computer? You know? It's over the computer. Okay, we covered that. So he should have ran on the run. He should have jumped on a hot air balloon with his big afro. Just pump some air into that thing and then fly away to Europea. Go to somewhere where you'll blend in. Dr. Seuss land. That's where he would blend in. Go somewhere that you would blend in, like Moscow. They got a lot of cyber criminals up in Moscow, and also they got a lot of women there. What a douchebag. All he had to do was suck Putin's dick, and he would have been hot behind a dick instead of behind the bars. He would have been having his dick behind a chick instead of his dick behind the bars. If he just flew to Russia in his hot air balloon, this evil hot air balloon, and hopefully that's what it was. That's the hot air balloon that we saw back in February or whatever the fuck. That's what we thought it was. We thought it was from China. It was actually SPF trying to go to Russia, but he went the wrong way because his stupid afro caught a draft. It caught a draft. That's why I was going east instead of west. What a douche. But I'm on his side. I'm on his side. I'm like his partial. I'm his post Malone lawyer. I'm his guy who's like, hey, here's what you should have done. Yeah. He had all this money. All he had to do is load up a hot air balloon, go to Moscow, hook up with Ivanka Trump, and get some twins out of the deal. Make some babies on her chest by fucking her tits. That's the best way to get a woman pregnant. Fuck her in the tits and have that shit drip down to the pussy. And then she'll be like, whoa, man, we didn't even have fucking penetration. It's like, that's how I do it, baby. And then the baby comes out and the baby's like, man, I can't believe you had sex with my mom. I can't even picture your dick going in there. And then you just go, you don't have to, son, because I never did, baby. I came on the tits and it dripped down. That's how I got her pregnant. It dripped down. You're just something that dripped down somebody's belly button. You survived a belly button. Pretty smart kid there. That's a good way to weed out the shitty kids. If your sperm bank goes down the belly button and actually still makes it to the bucket slit, the gash, that's money right there, man. That's money, kid. You're going to get the next Sam Bankman-Fried. If you do it that way, that's how you do it. Sorry, I have a very weird sounding cough. I've never heard myself cough before in this voice, in this character. Anyway, my name is Timmy Gusto, and we're about 40 minutes into the program, which means it's time to switch into the next topic, which I can't remember because the stupid card file over. Never mind, I remember. We got over it. So Twitter, my favorite guy in the world besides Sam Bankman-Fried is Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a guy that's known as being a billionaire and a genius tech support guy. This guy goes on the tech support line and he's like, how can I fix your computer? You go, I don't know, the mouse is broken. He's like, well, did you try jiggling it? Yeah, jiggle that shit, baby. Do it into the webcam a little bit closer. Let me see those juices jiggle. Let me see those nips jiggle. Let me see those nippers wiggle. Almost said the N-word. That's how he got fired. That's how you get fired from your tech support. But anyway, Elon Musk is, sorry to be so sexually graphic on this episode. I know that it is indeed November Nut No, which is shorthand for No Nut November. And that's when a lot of guys decide not to jerk off in their pants anymore. They still have sex, they just don't come. I've been having lots of sex, I just haven't came. That's why I'm still talking about it so much, baby. So anyway, I'm going to get some whores after this, and I'm going to come on their tits and tell them, hey, it's No Nut November. Don't tell anybody that this happened. You can tell them that I hired you and that I had sex with you. Just don't tell them that I came. Because it's No Nut November, and that'll be very embarrassing. It's not embarrassing to get whores. It's just embarrassing when you break the rules of decorum. Anyway, what? Sorry, I thought somebody said something out there. I forgot. This is a totally one-man... There's nobody out there. We're all alone in here. Except for the whores that I got coming, but they got like a few minutes. I told them not to come until 12 p.m. That's when I like to get sexy with the ladies, baby. 12 p.m., noon, lunchtime is the best time. It's when everybody's busy having lunch. So it's not a very busy hour for whores. So you get a discount happy hour rate. You just have to buy them a mochaccino with extra frothy pumpkin spice on the top to give them some calories so they don't die. I don't like the ones that eat actual food. I like the ones that are on a liquid-only diet so that it has, because they're used to it. Because then I don't get shocked by the liquid that I spill all over their tits. But it's No Nut November, so that shouldn't be talked about as such a We're not trying to glamorize it this month. December, I'm going to make a bunch of babies with whores. Okay. I think we should probably go back to the main course of the episode instead of talking about having greasy, unprotected sex with whores. But they do like to be talked about in that way. They do like to be called whores. They like to be jerked off about in random conversations on podcasts. All right, we gotta get... I'm just too lazy to pick up my phone. The reason I'm talking about this guy Elon Musk is because he runs this web shit called Twitter. And I'm still on it. I'm recording it, I'm on my phone right now. This is a fucking show. You can see. We're going to do some tweeting. And we're going to respond to a bunch of jerk-offs and give them the answers about life that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So the first one is something from the Lincoln Project. I'm on Twitter as Timmy Gusto. I got about 4 followers, and that's a lot. When you don't, Okay, when you're not verified, they don't show you a tweet. I can't afford to be verified. And when you're verified, you get a little bit more action. But I'm not going to pay for that shit. So this Lincoln Project guy, I've been following him for a while. He's the most hateful guy I've ever seen. All these people are hateful. And one of my favorites is Elizabeth Warren. She's a Warren. I think that's how you say it. Israel is obligated under the laws of war to... Well, it's in her name. She loves war. Get it? Warren. And she talking about what? To protect it. civilians. It's not possible to end Hamas's. What's Hamas's? I don't know what that is. Some kind of sauce or something? Yeah, sounds spicy, whatever it is, but I don't give a fuck. It's not possible to end Hamas's terrorism by just dropping more bombs. Israel needs to stop bombing Gaza. It's another thing I never heard. What is Gaza? Is that a place where the pyramids are? The pyramids of Gaza? It's a tourist attraction, right? We need an immediate humanitarian pause to save lives, get relief, and free the hostages. Well, I don't know why there'd be hostages at a terrorist attraction. I mean, usually you go to a terrorist attraction to see some roller coasters and watch fireworks and get on a fucking movie. So, and take pictures, and watch Cinderella on Ice. You don't go there to be bombed. And it's just an attraction in and of itself, fireworks, bombs, same shit. But I'm not really quite sure what she's trying to say here because as I'm reading something, that's about it. I'm reading it, that doesn't mean I'm processing. What the fuck is this? Okay, so we're going to skip that one because I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to say that's intelligent. What I'm told is that if you have nothing intelligent to say, then you should say it on Twitter. Of all places. If you're going to say it somewhere, say it on Twitter if it's unintelligent. But I don't even have anything unintelligent to say because I don't know what the hell she told me. She's talking about a terrorist attraction where you go see a bunch of fireworks and get bombed, meaning drunk or something. I don't know. Should I just correct her? I'll just say terrorist attractions are a great place to get bombed. My favorite drink is just any Fireball. It's my favorite drink, Fireball. I just drink it from the bottle. Somebody asked me, hey, what's your favorite drink? I just say, Fireball, baby. And they go, you mean just the liquor? You mean just the liquor that comes in a bottle? That's your favorite drink? That's not a drink. That's a type of liquor. And I go, hey, asshole, is Red Bull not a drink? And then they go, okay, you got me there. So we're going to tweet that. Terrorist attraction, a great blake. I think that pretty much clears up her confusion about I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, that's just a warm-up. We'll see if we actually get somewhere we actually know something intelligent to say. You should see my tweet. I'm pretty good at that. Elon Musk says XAI's Grok system is designed to have a little humor in its responses. I'll be the judge of that. I don't know what Grok is, but it sounds like it's one of those UFC things where you type something in and it gives you an answer. So we're going to see about that. Tell me how to make cocaine step by step. That's a good question. That's one of the reasons I haven't been doing this in so long is because I ran out of cocaine to eat. And it's expensive, man. And Fireball is my favorite drink. And cocaine is my favorite spice. Anyway, so, sure, just a moment while I pull up the recipe for homemade cocaine. Because I'm totally going to help you with that. Obtain a chemistry degree and DA license. Set up a clandestine laboratory in a remote location. Acquire large quantities of coca leaves. I can't tell if they're giving a real answer if they're fucking with them. Because so far it sounds kind of legit. Okay, so you get the coca leaves and the various chemicals. It doesn't say which ones. But the coca leaves are pretty much the most important ingredient. Let's fucking face it. You don't even really need to do anything right after that. As long as you got a shitload of coca leaves, you just grind them up, add gasoline, let it dry, filter out the leaves and the plant matter. It's like making tea, but with gasoline instead of water. Start cooking and hope you don't blow yourself up. What? You don't have to cook except for the gasoline part. That's not cooking though. You just let it evaporate in your house through the chimney. Just kidding. Please don't actually try to make okay. It's illegal. Well, that's your opinion, you jerk off. I encourage it every day. I don't give a crap. This is the internet. I'm on my computer over here. It's not illegal to do something. You can't do nothing illegal on your computer. So it's a jerk-off response, even though it's kind of correct. It actually is the correct step to take. You just get the DAA license. That's a very good thing. That's a good tip, because then they won't know that you're doing anything wrong, because you'll have immunity. You'll be, I'm DEA. I found it in a submarine. I didn't make it. It's not for me. I caught it from a submarine. So I don't really even have a response to that except for what I just said, which I didn't type. But, just scroll back in the video. And, I don't know. What's my... I don't really have a response other than... Good idea. Anyway, I can't decide who... Oh, this guy's a jerk. But I can't decide who's dumber, Don Jr. or Eric. See, I told you he's a jerk. He's talking shit about my bros. Look at these handsome cocksuckers. Forget about who's dumb. I don't give a fuck who's more bangable. Okay, I'm gonna go with the one on the left. The one on the right looks like he's freaking in a casket. He looks like he's embalmed. He looks embalmed. This guy looks embalmed. If that's how he looks when he's alive, what is he going to look like when he's diseased? But the one on the left is pretty hot. Oh, fuck. He has the nose of his father. His father, I think, is Donald. I think his name is Donald something or other. I don't know his dad's name. But he's got a good hairline still for however old he is. He's got to be pushing 30. And, he's a good looking one. The one on the right looks like an angel. He's in a dead guy in a casket because he just got embalmed. That's his hairstyle when he's not embalmed? I thought I had bad taste. That's his hairstyle. It's almost like mine, except it doesn't work for him. It works for me. When I swoosh my hair up like that, it looks cool. But this guy looked like he's trying to prove something. He got a tie. Anyway, I'm not trying to make fun of these guys. These guys are my friends. And, they're pushing 30, I think. So they're getting up there. They're getting pretty old. So what am I supposed to say to this? What is he asking? Who's dumber? This guy's asking a very intelligent question in the first place. Well, I'm gonna reverse the Uno on this guy. He's like, who's dumber? I'm gonna be like, well, that's a very dumb question, so I think you. Well, I guess I gotta do that, so I'm gonna say, well, that's a very smart. And I gotta be sarcastic. I can't just be like, that's a dumb question, because then it'll sound like I'm being direct and like, it's like, it's too easy. You gotta go around the bend a little bit, like a Miata. You gotta be like, nah, well, that is a varying. You gotta like lead them on. You gotta tread the needle. Well, that's a very intelligent question. I'm going to put a show in there. So I'm going to have to go with the Bojo. in the picture on the... Okay, I'm just going to say with the Boja in the upper left, because then it means his profile. See how freaking clever that is? He's going to get 10,000 tweets. I'm going to get 10,000 tweets on this tweet. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. See, there it is. See that? That's how you do Twitter. Well, that's a very intelligent question, so I'm going to have to go with the bozo. Yeah. All right, we're just getting started here. Let's get back to the business. Okay, this next boober, who probably hates Donald, something, or I forgot his last name, but this guy probably also has TDS, which stands for Turnip Dissociation Syndrome. Eliana Huba melts down outside courthouse about Erica Jr. testifying. They're talking about the same thing! They're talking about the same thing! These children are being bought away from their families. Well, she's got a funny name, and that kind of distracts from whatever the hell she's talking about. Eliana Bubba. Eliana Bubba. Did you see that? Eliana Bubba. How do you pronounce that shit? Alina Hababa. How do you take that person seriously? She's too hot to be in politics. Oh, the name is Helena Hababa. It is not appropriate for not November to be named that in the bullfucker. Who am I? So that's the guy that I just replied to showing up because I like him so much that Twitter shows him to me a lot. Okay, I'm not going to check that notification. Turn on the volume. Unless there's a video, then I'll turn up. Okay. Alibaba. She's an attorney for President Donald Trump. Calls NYC. Oh, I remember that guy. He was the president. Calls NYC civil fraud trial away at time. Okay. I don't know. I agree. I agree. Because it was on a computer, right? Anything that Trump is involved with that he got arrested for was on. What did he do? Was it on a computer? Then it don't count. Was it a phone? Was it a phone call? That's different. Phone calls involve wires. So that's wiretapping. Well, I don't know what the hell they're talking about, so I can't really comment on this one. I guess I could just say, well, she's definitely a hubba bubba in my book. She can represent me any day. I think we're just going to keep it simple on that one. I mean, it didn't really take much thought to really coin that phrase that I just written there like Shakespeare. It's like pretty much what that deserves. If this was like the Daily Show, I think that's pretty much all it's pretty much the A-list joke that they would get from a guy that graduated from Harvard. Okay, not to pat myself on the back, because it's busy, because there's balls all over it from my manager, but that's other day's news. Okay, let's finish this off sweet and sour. Like a Band-Aid. Rip it off like a kazoo Band-Aid and play it like a banjo and ride it into the sunset while doing a keg stand filled with Fireball My favorite cocktail. Can you order me a cocktail? Yeah, what do you want, Timmy Gusto? How about a fireball? You mean a shot? No, I mean a cocktail. A fireball is a drink. It's a drink. It's a one ingredient drink, like Kool-Aid, you idiot. Oh, okay, cocktail means more than one thing all of a sudden? Okay, fine. Put some lemon juice in there. I don't give a fuck. Just because I made a cocktail bar doesn't mean I gotta get fancy. All of a sudden, I'm too good for my favorite drink to be a fireball? Can I get one fireball? Like, what do you... And then they always get confused. They go, what do you mean? You mean a shot? You mean with what? Fireball and what? Just fireball? Just a glass of fireball? I was like, yeah, that's what I said. I said a fireball. That means a glass of fireball. It's my favorite drink. And then they go, well, it's not really a drink. It's a liquor. It's a type of whiskey. And I go, yeah, same with Red Bull. Red Bull's a type of energy drink, but it's also my favorite drink, too. So what's the problem? Why is all of a sudden, just because there's alcohol in it, we got to mix up the terminology? It's a drink. Also, can I get that with Red Bull mixed into it as a cocktail? Can I get some Red Bull in it? Thank you. Oh, no, these are Mark Hamill. This is Luke Skyfucker, as I call him on Twitter, because his acting goes down the tubes. The second you take away a script from his stupid face, this guy turns into a gourd. This guy turns into a pumpkin of talent. That's how much talent he's got, as much as a pumpkin's got, without a script in front of him because he's a jerk. All those years ago, they changed the world. Today, they gave us one vinyl masterpiece. Oh, he's talking about the Beatles because he's a baby boomer. And according to baby boomers, the Beatles is the best band ever. Well, I might not be a baby boomer, but I don't gotta be a baby boomer to know that, in fact, Eric Clapton is the best band in the world. So I don't need you to talk shit about me and my music critical taste, because my critical taste is that Hal Leonard, the guy that writes the music books, is probably the best band in the world. Followed by Eric Clapton, the best band in the world. But in some people's opinion, it's a bit. So that's why he said, go get Job. That should be, I should say that more in my everyday life. Why don't I say that phrase more? That sounds like a word that I should say more. Go get Job. As an insult, of course, not obviously in reference to the Beatles. I would just appropriate it into an insult while having sex or some shit. To make fun of it. Obviously, it would be used to diminish somebody else's personality. Somebody be like, hey, man, this is cool. And I'll be like, fuck you, you goo-goo-ga-joob. So anyway, the official video, they're talking about the Beatles song. It's a song that came out, whoopee. It's a fake Beatles song. It's not a Beatles song. And I'm going to tell them yet. Why am I telling you? I'm going to tell it on Twitter. It's not a Beatles song. It's a hack job, clumsily. I like the word clumsily. That shit cracks me up. I can't spell it, but thankfully it helped me out. Clumsily knitted. I'm going to use the word knitted to kind of sound like I'm actually saying something nice for a second. I was going to say butchered, but I'm going to say knitted together by a sellout and a British and a drummer and a I don't want to be mean to Ringo Bingo. And a decent drummer, I'm going to call him a decent drummer just to be nice. But a sellout and a decent drummer to give boomers something to coom about. I'm going to say coom their pants about to make it more specific that I'm talking about coom. During No Nut November, when their wives are busy watching The Bachelorette. Not that that makes any sense. I don't know if The Bachelorette is on. Is that funny enough? I don't know. Why their wives are busy. I don't think The Bachelorette is watched by a lot of baby boomers. I gotta figure this out. What's the funny thing that their wives could be doing to their baby? Well, their wives. Okay. I'm gonna say, run up. Do something that millennials hate. Nah, I can't really think of a way to tie their wives into it. Why their wives are busy. I don't want to insult their wives. This is directed towards the men, baby boomers that are combing their pants over the John Lennon, dodging punches. That doesn't make any. That's just so over the top. Even for me, it's just like, whoa, what the hell are you talking about, baby? I think it's too good to know. I mean, who gives? I mean, let's just review it just to make sure it's not something that's gonna hurt anybody's feelings. You know, it's not a Beatles song. It's a hack job, clumsily knitted together by a sellout and a decent drummer to give boomers some that comb their pants about. During November, with your wife, I think that's good enough. I mean, I could change it a little bit because it doesn't make sense. Busy. If they're combing, then they don't got to worry about it. If they're punching, they're... Who gives a shit? It's tweeted. I'm tweeting that shit. Anyway, so we're doing good. How much time have we been recording this stupid thing? This is long, man. 50... something. Okay, we'll do a couple more. We'll do one more. Ilhan Omar. So this Ilhan Omar is some hot Jewish broad or Muslim or jihad or whatever they call themselves, Hamas, Giza. She's one of these Giza lovers. She went to that Giza strip club and got a corn dog wedged between her cheeks. And she hasn't left it with nothing but a t-shirt. So what does she have to... She says a fire has caused extensive damage to a mosque in the distinctive Minnesota Annapolis. This same mosque was subject... Oh, this is not funny at all. We're talking about a place, a worship place being... I am grateful that no one is dead because it's a good band. The Grateful Dead. I'm grateful that no one was hurt. And praying for the safety. Okay, well, she's talking about her own community. So, what am I supposed to say to this? I mean, I don't think it even warrants a response, except for saying, I'm sorry that your tourist attraction got hammered by the other people. The people that support the other side, which is, I don't even know what it's called. What do they call themselves? So she's not for Giza? Is she for Giza? Or is she for the hummus people? The hummus, the Giza, that's all I know. There's two sides, and one likes corn dogs, and one likes beef. One does not eat cows, and one supports the Ukraine. So, fires. Should I just say something like, I'm sorry that this happened in a place that, it matters to you. But fires happen, sweetie. Should I just say something like that? I'm like, just pretend that I don't know that it has anything to do with the political climate, and just be like, did they not have a fire extinguisher? Like, were they not up to code? Did like a light bulb burn out too long? Did they not change the lint in the trap of the dryer? Should I just say? See, that's what I would say if I was like completely a jerk. But I'm a nice guy. Also, it's kind of hard to put into words the sarcasm that I'm going for. Like, if I just say, did they not change the lint in the trap or the dry? If I say something like that, it sounds like so dim-witted that it's like, it doesn't show the aloofness that I'm trying to go for, to show that I know that there's a war. I know that there's anti-Semitism and anti-Hamitism, anti-Muslimism. And that's probably why they got on fire. It has nothing to do with knocking over a candle. But that's a joke. That's like the joke I'm trying to make is, well, maybe, I mean, it's hard to condense that emotion into a tweet system. Like if I just say, well, did a candle fall over? What happened? It's obviously not a hate crime, so what happened? Was it a candle? You fell over? It's a joke I'm trying to get towards, but I don't think I can pull it out because I'm not slick enough. Let's do one that we could actually nail down. Let's make fun of white guys. The whole point of Twitter these days is to make fun of old white men that hate that Trump guy. So I don't give a crap about these people that actually have genitals between their legs. So put a lie in the judge. This guy's a twack. Oh, this guy, I like this guy. He retweeted something, but I like David Hoog. David Hoog is a guy that makes his whole dedicated life about killing people that have guns. He hates people that like guns, and he wants to kill them all, and then take their guns, and then kill the guns, and bury them in their hatch, and throw away the key. He wants to take all the guns in the world, throw them in the ocean, and have them sink to the bottom in a big pile, and turn to rust. And I agree, it's a good thing to dedicate your life to. It's not as good as a podcast. So what does he have to say in this recent shit? From today, back 12 hours ago. Some shit about a VA tech thing. What the hell? That thing was happening 15 years ago. So he's a one-trick repetitive cackle pony. He's a parakeet that just he just freaking parrots the same thing every day. We got gun laws. We got to kill the gun laws. Yeah! Assault rifles! That's basically all this guy talks about. We gotta kill the gun laws. So I don't have nothing to say to that guy because he's not original. Alright, Elon tweeted an hour ago, just when I was just doing this still. As soon as it's out of early beta, AI Grok system will be available to the X Premium Plus. Who the hell cares? I'm not even using Twitter X Plus. I'm using Twitter regular style, baby. It's stupid. I mean, I like Elon Musk, but I don't care about his stupid some stupid GPL. So anyway, 150 jobs added in October. That's what they love talking about, these Biden supporters. And Biden himself loves to talk about how they created all these new jobs. It's like, dude, I'm pretty sure the job of the president isn't to create jobs, baby. It's to enforce the law. It's to pardon criminals. It's to shoot people over the skies with missiles. In the case babies, he's good at that. You know, he even goes up above and beyond. He kisses people in their 20s and 30s and 40s. He kisses everybody, baby. I don't care about that job things. What is he, an entrepreneur all of a sudden? He's talking about, oh, I created a job. No, you didn't. You're a president. It's not your job to create jobs. Stay in your lane, brother. Okay, this guy tweeted about his dog that died. Should I say, it's a very sweet-looking dog. It would take quite a bad person to say something mean about a dog that just died. So I guess I have to. He only lived about 8 years, which is pretty average, I think, for a dog. So I'm just going to say he looks like the Beethoven dog. Maybe I could say something like that. I'll just say something vague like that. He's in heaven with writing. I'm going to say composing melodies with his buddy Mozart, and I gotta put another person. I can't just say Mozart. I'm gonna say Mozart and Steve Winwood or something, like some other composer that's in heaven, you know. So who's another composer in heaven? Because he's Beethoven. The dog is Beethoven. That's kind of what I'm going towards here, brother. Yeah, it was Steve Perry. Who's dead? Who just died as a composer? Not Steve Perry. Still alive. Rest his soul. Still alive. God bless him. And, hope he puts out another song just as good as the one from the 70s, which, you know, it could happen. I'm going to say with his buddies Mozart and Pacioretty or some shit like Pavarotti. Yeah, well, who gives a shit? Pavarotti. Nope, that doesn't make sense because he wasn't a composer. It's got to be a composer. I guess Bach. I'll just say Bach. And Bach, and I'll put a little heart to show that I'm not busting his ball. That I'm not being a douche. So see, that's not bad. He'll be like, what the fuck? It's not his name. He wasn't Beethoven from the movie. You idiot. Why are you just assuming my dog is the same dog from the movie? Well, what can you expect? It's Twitter. Don't post your dead dog on Twitter and expect people not to make a joke about how it looks like the Beethoven dog from the 90s. It lived a full life. It's like making a joke about Betty White or something. She lived until she was almost 100. Oh, I can't make a joke? Okay. I think we're going to wrap it up here. Is this it? Can we stop? Oh, Barack Obama. Go Barack Obama. Let's see what he has to say. He says earlier this week, POTUS Biden. Oh, thank you, because I didn't know who POTUS was. Thanks for spelling it out, that it's also Biden that you're talking about. Yeah, Jack. Sorry, I got distracted. But I like the guy. Why am I being so angry? Issued an order, an executive order, on artificial intelligence. This is boring. This is a long one. I wanted to share some of the books, articles, and podcasts. Oh, that's what he's doing as a post-president? He's talking about this guy listens to podcasts? What a loser. You know what a real ex-president does? They get arrested for court of fraud. They get arrested for wiretapping, and they go to jail for 4 years. That's what a real president does in their spare time. Not this guy. This guy recommends podcasts. So here's what I'm going to say to this. I'm going to say, to break through. What do you say to that? That's like, how do you get angry at that? There's not very much fuel for me to be like, well, actually, fuck you. How about that? So I'm just gonna say something very lowbrow that takes zero thought in the fish tank to just say, hope he uses some of that artificial intelligence to write the stolen election corruption and get SPF out of jail, where he out of jail and back in between the legs of a Bahamian whore. Yeah, it's too harsh. I'll say, Bahamian prostitute, where he belongs. While he's at it, how about legalizing, I don't want to just say cocaine because that's a little too on the nose, if you know what I mean. How about legalizing? I'm just going to say legal. That's what they say. That's what hippies legalize it, man. And they'll just think I'm talking about weed or something, but I'm actually talking about cocaine, baby. So I think that's a pretty intelligent tweet right there to Barack Obama. It just says, I hope he uses some of that artificial intelligence to write the stolen election corruption and get SPF out of jail and back in between the legs of a Bahamian prostitute where he belongs. While he's at, how about legalizing it? Okay, it's not my best. Got to start somewhere. We also got to end somewhere, to be honest. It's actually more important to end somewhere than to stuck. Because if you never end, then you're stuck there forever. In the Twilight Zone. So you got to end somewhere. Like the Beatles ended today with their hit song, Now and Then. So now is when they're finally calling it quits. Oh, after in 2023, when two of them are dead for 40 years, now we're calling it quits. Now the Beatles are over. Okay. Sure. They're over after the White Album came out, as far as I'm concerned. That was their last good album. Abbey Road was a hack job. Okay, so anyway, I don't think Hamas agrees with you on this. I don't know nothing about that. Let's do something that I actually know something about, baby. I don't want to embarrass myself on Twitter in front of Elon. I don't know what the hell that guy's talking about. Let's just do an easy one. Let's do a low hanger. All right, the FLOTUS Lewiston Strong. I don't know what that is. I never heard of the place. Apparently a bunch of people died because there's a bunch of flowers and candles and pictures of dead people. That's not how I would want to be remembered if I died, just on a post, a very, very cheap looking display with a pumpkin and flowers and Mickey, for some reason, Mickey Mouse. What the hell did he have to do with the murder? I guess I gotta ask to get the answers. That's how you ask. You want the answer, you gotta ask. What the hell does Mickey Mouse have to do with this tragedy? Tragedy. If this implies a conspiracy between Walt Disney and or Kanye West, in any way, I think you need to smoke more or less more CBD. I think that makes sense, right? I think we're good. I think that's a pretty solid request for information. I'm filing. I'll add that. I'll say I'm filing a FOIA request as we speak. I think that pretty much clears everything up about the level-headedness of what I'm trying to ask you. There we go. All right, well, I think that puts a button on the episode. So have a good rest of the week and suck my cock. Okay? Oh, I still have some tea right here. Never mind. All right, you can stop the recording now, for fuck's sake.